boy. Another game for the Bucks. Let's get to it.
As it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Oakland Raiders. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, is Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they've gone a full half season since their last loss, winners of 8 in a row.
18 carries, 4 touchdowns. He has more than 4 touchdowns, bro. Last game was so high, man. I think Jacobs is like at 18 touchdowns now. Or 20 touchdowns, I think I have Josh Jacobs at. Wait. I don't. You need to use the restroom? Wait, what? Says this player's injury is too serious. I can't bring him back in. That's just crazy, bro. That's crazy. I guess he can't come back. Oh my gosh. I guess we're sticking with Smith, with Glennon and Brissett. She can get some out of it. And it's raining. I'm la madre. Right now, Lucy's at a concert at the Fresno High School. Got this over there right now. Shout out to my wife. Shout out to my daughter. She plays the clarinet. So she's at one of those concerts.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A. where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this.
Dang it, I seen him coming.
Receiver. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. A look now at the Oakland offense.
And they should be set up for a big game. They have one of the hottest offenses in the league. They're coming in riding a winning streak, but we've seen these quick turnaround games really wreak havoc with what you've done previously. Hopefully they simplified their offense, and they'll just let their playmakers go out and do what they do best.
Watch twins.
On second down, it's Jacobs.
Let's go.
They'll get him down as he's inside
your brother's calling you, Ronnie. Dang, Pittsburgh's 1-6. So was I didn't get to see the team. Minnesota 3-6, Dallas 6-2.
Much chatter about that performance, rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 30.
Ronnie, careful.
To throw is Brissett.
Gosh, that was silly. Careful.
Second down. Now a look at the the Chargers starting 11 on defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw, Brissett. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 19.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So make a big mess of him.
From the red zone now, Brissett rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it.
Let's go. Fuck it.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
So in this case, you'd think the defense would be collapsing to the left side of the field, and they forced him to his left. So he just tucked it away and picked up some yardage.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs.
Oh,
He's going to press this one forward.
so close.
Stop it right around the 1. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. The hat trick +1. 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting it.
Touchdown, baby.
Raiders. Luke Wilson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Skull Hyman touchdown, Raiders.
Has been scoring first, an ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Hyman, have you ever listened to Oliver Tree? He has some pretty cool songs. I mean, he's like very abstract and weird, but his music is his pants on, pretty cool. Remember back in the days, looking when I was here in the early 2000s.
This will be fielded on the back line of the
They use those, what are they called?
So here are the
Fucking
Chargers
bands,
under
bro.
third-year coach Anthony Lynn. They will be led out by their veteran quarterback now in his 16th season from NC State, Phillip Rivers.
Now, he wasn't playing that last game right here on earth, was he? I mean, there's just no way. I mean, that performance, that number of times getting the ball into the end zone, throwing it.
No interceptions.
No interceptions, took care of it. Yeah, he's a little otherworldly in his last performance.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They're running here with Gordon. And he is going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Mateo McDonald over here playing.
And leads to 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Rivers. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Gosh, made him punt. Let's go.
Kick it away. Antonio Brown. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He topped the 200-yard mark a week ago. You know they're going to have a lot of eyes and hopefully for them bodies on him here in this one.
You got to expect defensively, forget 8 men in the box. 9,
Oh,
10.
gosh.
And listen, they're trying to sneak you and me in there to try and slow him down. But I bet his offensive line mates are going to accept that challenge. They really like blocking for a guy who can turn up that kind of yardage.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Brissett now.
Oh, my gosh.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Yes.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Brissett. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A battle for it.
No, intercepted. My goodness.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December.
Oh, missed the list. Oh, my God. I missed him twice.
And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump
Dang
up to
it.
one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers.
Ooh, sack. Let's go.
Cleveland Farrell. Now 8 sacks for him on the season.
For a rookie first rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing Rivers.
Oh, my God.
Pressure gets to him again.
Second time. Let's go. Yeah. Sacked him twice.
9 sacks for him.
Yes.
Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came in
Close to getting the ball back. Yeah.
Now you add 2 more to his total.
Let's go, Hyman. Sacked twice.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And the throw there will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build
Another one.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get
And
the
another
football.
one.
But you're
And
exactly right. It
another
looks like they
one.
have to
Boy,
put
here
this
comes
one away.
another one.
And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after
Oh,
getting the
oh,
first
oh,
down.
oh, 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 oh.
Direction. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Whatever, man.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss. 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well. Trying to make it 9 in a row.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Oh, out of
He's able to
bounds.
rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. For the Raiders last year, they were 25th in the league in rushing, and a good reason why they used one of their 3 first-round picks on Jacobs for runs like we just saw. Jacobs was the first running back taken in this year's draft, 24th overall. That was actually the pick that was originally acquired from the Chicago Bears. Down the numbers. There he goes. All the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, his 17th touchdown now on the season.
There you go, 17th touchdown. I said 18, huh?
Brandon, my
20.
man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
He said,
That's what
ha.
they've done. They lead the league in points per game this
Let's go for
season,
2.
but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Now Brissett, complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
I mean, have you gone to the movies daily?
This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
I want to go watch that movie, Hard Eyes. Looks pretty
We
cool.
know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. If they stay with it, I don't think
Injury
they'll
time
damage
on
it.
la madre.
Generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
They do. Oh, yeah. The crowns. Tiaras.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action now. Rivers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Are you watching it?
In the pregame and looking at Phillip Rivers' record against Oakland, 18-8 all-time against them. And those 18 wins, more than he's had against any other team. And unless these 2 squads, unlikely, but unless they would meet up in the playoffs, this is the last time that Phillip Rivers will face the Oakland Raiders. 1st down, Rivers.
Ooh, intercepted.
It's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him.
Dang it!
He said, hey, you prepared for
Freaking
this? And he talked
dang
about
it.
different drills that
That was
they've
on
done
me.
in adverse conditions.
Yes.
The wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been
Which big cake?
well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the hole.
Is there a purple cake?
He's been decisive, and he's been a whole
There's
lot
no
of fun to
purple
watch.
cake?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, okay. Okay. Give me whatever's on the menu. Oh, God.
It's incomplete.
Oh, yeah, it is
He
tiny.
shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Brissett. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete.
Dang it. That took too
Good
long.
protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play
Intercepted.
Dang it, that's twice.
The rookie from Delaware.
What?
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't
What?
always have the same
Is
reputation for
this-
hands as
Oh,
wide
the sword? You
receivers
want to take it
do,
off?
in this case,
Hold
that
up.
ball was expected to be caught.
Oh, shoot. Here.
The Charger
Yeah.
drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down
Oh.
early in the
It fell.
elements. You're on the road.
Here. It's
How do you
right
get the mojo back?
The
Oh.
one thing is to remember that as a
This right here.
you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Mine's 54. Behind.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Rivers on the money, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. He'll get this to Eckler. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Rivers on the money to Benjamin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. To the air again here, Rivers. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight unable to find anyone open.
So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're on the board now. It's 15-3. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at the running back.
Yeah, I seen the Kiwis in there.
As he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
Okay, but no fighting, please.
Why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent.
Let's go, Jaime. Let's go. 100 yards. 1,000 yards. Holy moly. Let's go.
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards.
Bro,
you gotta have a little extra in there.
he has 1,001 rushing yards.
Let's go. A little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge the offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out.
Okay.
Let's go make some plays.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard.
Just build something.
Very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Rivers looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
From the gun, Rivers. Throwing for his running back. He's got it complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rivers. And that will be incomplete.
Okay.
4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more
Careful.
than a foot or so wide to the left. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland. The Raiders on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. As far as the early games go in that 1 o'clock window, we'll be focused on that game in Nashville. A big one for the Titans, as they'll have to do battle with the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Then, more good stuff to follow later in the afternoon. One good one being under the dome in Indy. where it'll be the Colts taking on the Miami Dolphins. And finally, on Monday Night Football, a good one out west. The Seahawks and the 49ers from Santa Clara to wrap up Week 10. In our game is Jacoby Brissett, who's led the way on offense in the first half. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. What a great surprise Austin Ekeler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Play fake. Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5 now. Brissett. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
On second down, Brissett again. Got him in. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Brissett on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
We got this.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. On second down, Jacobs. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Brissett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, this from 48.
48-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now on second and 13. Rivers. Allen's got it complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Anthony Lynn went for it, but did not get it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Jacoby Brissett, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Rivers on first down. He completes it to Henry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on second down. Rivers completes it to Benjamin. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Rivers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Rivers. Got Gordon open, completes it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Able to get this to Gordon. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Here's Brissett. Well, this is caught by Williams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Chargers' 20-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Again, it's Brissett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Shit.
Once you get into the red zone, the safety
should we go for it? Let's just go for it.
with your delivery, not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Brissett on 4th down. Being chased out left, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to be taken down. Thomas Davis, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here on the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. That if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of it. That's just who they are.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. To throw, Rivers. Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's taken down and able to slip across the 35. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder what plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Rivers to throw it. That's complete. It's Gordon. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Again, it's Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And caught by Henry. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. And that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Following the interception here, Rivers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. 20.
Let's go. Yee! That was wild. Let's go.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone. Not just
That was crazy right there, huh? Damn, bounce back, caught it, intercepted it, run it back. Let's fucking go for a touchdown. Vámonos, camarada. Chi, chi. Little pinche Raider. Oh, shit, he's all pissed out. Fuck my water bottle, homie. Oh, yeah.
Now they're going to go for 2, so sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here. To throw is Brissett, and it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end.
Fuck it. That's Toño. We're done.
Action to the final whistle in this one. Not only the touchdown at the end to add to their lead, then they tried to put more on top of the 2-point conversion, but didn't get it.
That's someone that wants to win and by as many as possible. They don't get the 2-point conversion to add on top, but just the idea of going for it with that type of a lead already when they didn't need to do so, that tells you what his mentality is. He's an attack, attack, attack coach. Always attack.
So for the Raiders, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.